What up YouTube, I'm back. So what a great episode of Attack on Titan. It was even better than last week's episode in my opinion, but there was a lot of battles. We saw the card Titan back in action for the first time, and she was going ham for a bit. And then we also saw, the Jaw Titan, obviously last week's episode, plus the Beast Titan back in action too. So they were all back for a big battle in this week's episode. It was amazing. We also saw the Warhammer Titan kind of go back at Eren a little bit. It wasn't anything special. It just restrained Eren for a minute, but she was able to do some things, even though I don't think she had another trick up her sleeve. So that was kind of the last thing that she was able to do. She was able to summon, her Titan a little bit to restrain Eren, but it wasn't anything special, She just restrained him, and after that, we didn't see her do anything else for the rest of the episode. We also saw Levi. He looks really good. He looks the same as he looked, 4 years ago in the anime, but obviously his suit is different and everything, plus he still has his cape and everything, so he looks awesome. He's one of the best characters of the show, so I'm glad that he's back. And we kind of got Levi versus Beast Titan part 2. It wasn't as epic as in season 3, but it was still good. It was pretty good, but like I said, it was an all-out war, in this week's episode, the Titans versus the Scouts. And yeah, man, it was great. So I'm going to go more in details for other things, but in general, it was an all-out war between Titans and Scouts. Once again, we saw the hatred that Gabby has against the people of Paradise Island. She just saw them just destroy her town, her city, and kill a lot of people that she loved, so she reminds me a lot of Eren. I've said that before, but she reminds me a lot of him when, Reiner, Annie, and Bertold attacked Paradise Island the first time when he was a kid. He had a lot of hatred, and he was talking a lot like Gabby is talking right now, so I really like the parallel that they're doing with Eren and Gabby, because they're a lot alike when Eren was younger, because now Eren is totally different. I just want to say how good the score or the music was for the episode. Attack on Titan has always had some good music in their episode and the series. It's always been really, really good. But the way that they choose which music to use for which episode and which scene, they're great at that. And the music during the episode for specific scenes was just excellent. It was amazing. And that's one of the things that makes Attack on Titan anime good. The music is always really good. We learned that Eren can't eat the Warhammer Titan that is in the cocoon. It wasn't surprising because they couldn't do anything with the cocoon that the female Titan Annie is in, so it wasn't surprising at all. Mikasa even tried to launch thunder spears on the cocoon, and it just reflected it, it just bounced out of the cocoon. So it's really strong hardening, and it's crazy how strong it is, but it is that strong. We also got to see how Reiner is unconscious, when he tried to save Falco, and he did it. He actually saved him with a kind of armored Titan cocoon, and then he was just unconscious because he actually doesn't want to fight anymore. He just wants to die. We've heard him talk about that before. He wants to die. We saw him try to kill himself a few episodes ago with a gun, in his mouth. So he isn't really about all that anymore, so he just wants to die, so it's understandable. He did a lot of bad things, and it's just crazy, man. There isn't really a good side to be on in Attack on Titan right now. At some point, it just seemed like the Titans had the upper hand on the Scouts because they're in their own place right now, their own territory, their own country. The Scouts were the one coming to their country to attack and invade, so the Scouts have limited amount of resources, like of weapons and gas, so they couldn't really bring everything. So at some point, it just seemed like the Titans had the upper hand. We saw the card Titan just killing folks. with her machine gun, but there was a sequence of event just happening after another. First was Sasha killing someone that was controlling the machine gun in the cart titan, and then we saw Armin for the first time. And first of all, I just want to say that Sasha has a really, really good aim. We've seen it from her in previous season with a bow and arrow and a gun, and now she did that, to the cart titan. It was just amazing. But like I said, we saw Armin for the first time in the season, and I think they did a good job of just retaining him for later in the attack, because he's basically their trump card. He just transformed into the colossal titan and created a nuke to destroy all the Malian ships in the sea. So I thought it was a really, really good idea of the scouts of doing that, basically. But this sequence of event, Sasha killing the people in the machine guns, Armin killing the people on the sea, and then just seeing the scouts using the thunder spears on the cart titan to kill the people in the machine guns, and then try to kill the cart. We saw Peak how she was at the end of the episode. She couldn't really heal, because she isn't like the other titan shifters. She can't heal this fast like them, so she was messed up, man. And I can't say that I hate her. I don't hate any of the characters right now in Marley, the Elders, or anyone, because I don't really know how to feel about any one of them, so I feel kind of bad for some of them, like Peak. I really like her character a lot, but yeah, man, this sequence of events that happened after another just started the downfall of Marley at some point, and it was just crazy. After the cart titan was taken down, we just saw how Levi was able to take down the beast titan because they wasn't really paying attention to him. We saw how the jaw was kind of mad and he was just going at it. He saw how Peak was taken down, and it seems like they have a really good relationship. Maybe they love each other or something like that, but he was really mad, so he went at the scouts, and because of that, the beast titan didn't have anyone to protect him at some point, so Levi was able to take down the beast titan. It wasn't as epic as the first time in season 3, but it was still something. They took down the beast and the cart in one episode, and then we saw something amazing because we saw how the jaw titan went to attack Eren, and Eren protected himself with the cocoon, and he found out that the jaw titan has the ability to kind of take down the cocoon by scratching it or eating it with his jaw. So Eren has become really, really smart. We've seen some glimpses in other seasons of that, but it was really great to see that he was able to analyze everything like that. But yeah, the jaw titan is a really, really good titan. He was going at Eren at some point and it was kind of working. He's really fast, agile, and everything, and it's even stronger than when Ymir was using it. So it was crazy to see how mobile, the Jaw Titan is. Another thing that we learned is that Eren can transform a lot. It seems like he couldn't do that before. Maybe it's because he's able to control his Titan form a lot better now in 4 years, but just seeing him transform into a Titan after each, time that he was kind of captured, quote unquote, was kind of amazing to see. But yeah, man, him seeing that he could use the Jaw Titan to eat, the Warhammer Titan was amazing. He just was, we saw how Mikasa was able to cut 2 of the Jaw Titan's leg, and then we saw how Eren was just, beating up the Jaw Titan and just ripping, his arms, and then he was able to put the cocoon in the Jaw Titan's mouth and then crush it and, drinking the spinal fluid from the Warhammer Titan, so that's kind of crazy that he was able to do that, and that makes us think, are they going to be able to do that with, the cocoon that Annie has, because she's still in the cocoon, I think, and are they going to be able to use that to their advantage, if they're able to, eat or capture the Jaw Titan? So that's going to be really, really interesting because she's been in a cocoon for 4 years right now or something like that. So yeah, man, just seeing Eren just being smart like that is amazing to me. Anyway, now the last few things that I want to talk about is Armin's reaction to all the chaos and all the killings that we saw in this week's episode. You know, his facial expression I thought was great for the episode. They did a great job of showing that, because Armin isn't really about all of that, I'm guessing, and we've seen that in previous season. You know, he's not about all that killing and all that fighting. He's a genius about that, but he isn't really about all that. So I thought their facial expression was great, and he even told himself if that's what Bertold was seeing when he was killing, you know, all these people. So I thought that was a great scene. We also saw how Commander Magat, you know, seemed like he cared about Falco and Gabi, you know, for a minute. Maybe it's just that he was caring about them because they were warriors and, you know, the next in line to have a Titan shifting ability. Maybe, I don't know, but it just seemed like he actually cared. And another thing that we saw is that at some point, you know, the screen was all red, you know, and I think that's an artistic choice that they decided to make because of all the killing, all the blood, plus all the fire, you know, that was in Marley. So I thought that was a pretty good artistic choice, you know, that they made, because it really seemed like there was a lot going on. Anyhow, we got to see Anji, you know, so that was pretty cool. That's also the first time that we saw her. Obviously, she's the commander right now since Erwin is dead, so she's in charge of everything. But it seemed like Armin is the one, you know, doing the plans and everything. And they were in a airship, you know, so that was kind of cool. They were also with a black dude, and I think it's the first time that we've seen someone black with, you know, the not the Marlins, but the Eldians of Paradise, you know. So that's pretty cool, because I'm black myself, and before this season we didn't see a lot of black people in the show, so I thought that was pretty cool. So maybe this dude is from another country helping, you know, the Eldians of Paradise. I'm not really sure, but I think it would be pretty smart to ally themselves with other countries that hate Marley, you know. But yeah, they were in an airship, and all the lights that the scouts were putting in the city were for them to be picked up by the airship later in the day after the attack. So that was really smart, and that's probably Armin that was thinking about that. The last thing that we saw in the episode was Gabi and Falco calling out Reiner's name, because he was the last one kind of standing to defend Marley, because the Beast Titan was taken down. Then we saw the Card Titan was taken down, the Warhammer was taken down, and the Jaw Titan wasn't in a good place because he was going to get eaten by Eren, you know. So the last one standing was the Armored Titan. So it seems like there's gonna be a battle between him and Eren in next week's episode. The Armored Titan also looked different, you know, because the face didn't have armor on it, and it looked a lot more like Reiner, you know. So maybe the reason why there wasn't armor on his face is because he's open, you know, now he's open about his feelings or something like that, or he just decided to not put armor. But he looks a lot different. But yeah, man, it's kind of crazy. It was a crazy episode. I really liked it a lot. I can't wait for what's gonna happen in next week's episode. But let me know what you thought about this week's episode in the comments down below, and let me know what you think is gonna happen next. I do Attack on Titan reviews every Sunday, so subscribe for that. But I also do other anime related things like Black Clover reviews on Tuesdays, Dr. Stone and Promised Neverland reviews on Thursdays, Jujutsu Kaisen reviews on Fridays, and then I do One Piece reviews on Saturdays, plus Boruto Naruto Next Generation reviews on Sunday mornings. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. It would help my channel a lot, and follow me at Anime Specialist on Twitter and Instagram, man. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Anime Specialist out. Peace.